Hey, this is the World Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is a question that keeps on coming up all the time in American politics, which is the question of, was America better under Trump? Now, for this video, I'm going to discuss in a very logical and unbiased way if America was actually better under Trump or it wasn't better under Trump. So let's get started. So was America better under Trump? The simple answer to that question is no. America was not better under Trump. The truth of the matter is, to be quite blunt, America was doing quite well when Barack Obama was in charge. Now, of course, whenever you say this, people get angry and want to fuss and this and that. But the truth of the matter is that Barack Obama was given an unfair treatment because he was black. Okay, I wish I could say something else, but nope, it actually was true. He actually did try to live up to his promises he said he was going to do. He said he wanted to give America free healthcare. They protested it. They got angry about it and this and that. So the truth of the matter is, he did try to change America, and he even did try to pull the troops out of Iraq and Afghanistan, after Osama bin Laden died, of course, before ISIS came around. So the truth of the matter is, Barack Obama is mad underrated. Not to mention, the truth of the matter is, which is so weird because everyone says nowadays 2016 was such a good year, when most of the year he wasn't in charge. So how the hell can you say Barack Obama was a bad president when the best year you can remember is 2016? You see what I'm saying? Besides, the truth of the matter is that when it comes to talking about the economy and this and that, the truth of the matter is Barack Obama was not a bad president. As much as people say, such as the fact that pretty much the housing crisis was pretty much kind of caused by the Republican Conservative Party, which of course led to the recession, which Barack Obama had literally nothing to do with. Not to mention the fact that most of the years everyone talks about were so good, which actually at the time everyone said those years sucked, but anyway, it's still better than how things are going now, was when Barack Obama was in charge. People say 2016 was a good year, people say the early 2010s was lit, and this and that, and guess who was in charge of America during the early 2010s? You guessed it, Barack Obama. So the truth of the matter is that Barack Obama is extremely underrated, okay? And when it comes to, that's before Trump was elected, okay? Now, when it comes to the issue, of course, of Trump himself, when he was in charge, what really was better? The fact that him getting elected divided a nation between Democrat and Republican, to the fact that he pretty much just didn't really do anything. America had bare problems before 2020 even arrived. Aside from, of course, the political division, to the fact there was a bunch of mass shootings that happened at the time, to the fact that crime actually back then, I remember this because I used to like to go on vacation and stuff, and someone I know used to tell me, you have to be careful where you're going, because the vacation spots we were going to in the Caribbean was, the Caribbean and stuff, and just in general, not even just the Caribbean, America too, people were saying it was actually getting quite bad. And this was before 2020, of course, before the world got locked down because of COVID. So the truth of the matter is, even the crime rate was kind of building up even before Trump was in charge. Not to mention the fact that there were so many riots because of Trump's policies and belief systems that happened during the 2016-2019 era. If anything, there's a bunch of issues that happened, so who's really to blame for that? Who's really to blame for that but Trump, in all honesty? So that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, you can't just simply say, oh, things were so much better when Trump was in charge. When pretty much all the greatest times people remember was when Barack Obama was in charge. So what is everyone talking about? Trump was so amazing. You know, what did he do? Besides, let's keep it real now when it comes to politics, as general reality for that matter. Who the hell, if you're in a position of power, America, the most powerful nation on the face of the earth, that has not only powerful, but it's most powerful it as a nation has ever existed, spends their time on Twitter all the time talking about all the controversies and this and that, instead of actually getting off their, ass and actually, solving the problems the nation has. Because the truth of the matter is there's bare problems that were going on in America at the time. To the huge amount of incarcerated people. Did that really improve? To the amount of other issues America had, such as the wage gap getting bigger, did that improve? Did other issues improve, like the fact that maybe it's good that we kind of pull our troops out of these nations that we've been in, even at the time when Trump was in charge. It was literally easily over a decade. A whole generation grew up being born after 9/11, for crying out loud. And they were still there. They're still in Afghanistan. They're still in Afghanistan, Iraq. Did he pull them out? Did he solve that problem? Did he solve all the other problems? The huge homelessness crisis that was going on and has been going on in the United States? No, he hasn't done any of that stuff. So how was life so much better under him? Inflation is, because to answer the question people have, inflation is going on around the world. That has nothing to do with Joe Biden. So the conservative argument they make is simply flawed. It's been going around for some time, and the truth of the matter is it doesn't work. The truth is that things have been bad way before Joe Biden got in power, to be honest with you. Not to mention the fact that he almost started World War III, when in 2020, it just because of COVID, it got overlooked with Iran. Does that make sense to you? So that's the truth that I'm trying to get across here. So how can you say that, life was better when Trump was in charge, when he did not only did he not really do anything to solve the major issues that affected Americans, he almost started a world war, for crying out loud. And this is the thing Trump supporters, whenever you tell them, they just want to get angry, they want to do this, they want to do that. And if you argue well enough, they'll just simply say, well, I'm entitled to my opinion. Of course, classic move, trying to deflect from the situation instead of actually, actually realizing, it's good to take responsibility and realizing, our president is not as great as people make him out to be, and stuff, or at least viewing things in a more neutral way. They don't do any of that. They just want to believe what they want to believe. And that's the truth about Trump supporters. They're all like that. A lot of them, if not all of them, are like that. So truth be told, life was not better under Trump. It just seems that way, but it wasn't better under Trump. Anyway, this is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say, and simply put it, later.